Today we have with us Mr. Dinesh Agarwal, the founder of IndiaMart.com, which happens to be India's biggest B2B portal for MSMEs, the medium, small and micro enterprises. So welcome, sir. Uh, we would just like to have an interesting conversation with you around your journey and since you started IndiaMart in the last decade and how things have been moving forward. So what has been the predominant reason for your fetish for Indian MSMEs, like when you started IndiaMart.com?
So there are three things behind which probably propelled me. Now I can, when I look back, I can see more in perspective. I don't think I wanted to do something for Indian MSME per se at that age, or wanted to do. So there are few things that I wanted to do. Being a software engineer, computer software engineer, I saw that most people were migrating to US. And software was benefiting US like anything. There was something that I thought that software should be benefiting India. So I wanted to do something for India. That was one predominant. Second, okay, then do what to do. Our historical family business was an MSME business. Okay. So we were like wholesale traders. We were like an MSME. So I could not think corporate. My thought process was MSME. so probably that contributed to something like that. Secondly, when I came here, and I was a very early user of internet. When I came here in 1995, internet had just started in August 1995. There were hardly few users of internet. Now, at that point of time, and I was very fascinated with what internet could do, and I was almost like convinced to my bone that internet will bring the convergence of print oblique, voice oblique, video, everything. But it's just that a matter of time that it may take longer. So the only businesses that we could help were export-oriented businesses at that point of time with internet, because there was hardly any internet here in India. Now export-oriented businesses are mostly again MSMEs. So now you see how things fell in together to bring that MSME fetish.
Fantastic, sir. What kind of growth and emergence do you visualize for the Indian MSMEs? And what holds them back? And what prescriptions in terms of policies and practices do you envisage for their ascendance? So, when you started, as you said that your family background and your background as a software engineer propelled you to do something for the MSME sector, and that it was mostly for the export-oriented units. Now, 1995 and 2013, almost 23 years we are sitting, 17 years we are sitting right now. So still today, the kind of emergence of MSME sector as a top recruiter, as a kind of a growth contributor in the Indian manufacturing aspect, kind of I will say luster which it needs to be given. So what holds it back, and what all needs to be done to catapult MSME's status in the growth story of the country?
So everybody has said that MSME is the backbone of any economy. So be it US, be it China, any large economy without small and medium businesses does not become a sturdy economy. Okay. Now, looking at India, India has a varied number of small and medium businesses of varied sizes, and more so on the micro sized businesses than slightly medium and larger sized businesses. What that tells us that Indian people are very entrepreneurial, because there are so many micro sized businesses exist. If they were not entrepreneurial, they would not go out and start their own business at such as micro size, which has a difficulty in terms of survival of league. The second thing that it tells about India is that there are lesser employment opportunities. Or educational, there is a skill gap between the youth that is coming out of colleges and the employment availability also, both. So skill, there could be a skill gap and there could be, so they are probably forced to start micro and small micro businesses. Now, as a backbone of any economy, MSME sector plays two vital roles. One, bringing the rural produce or bringing the raw material all the way up to larger corporates is one. So from bringing the rural produce. Second is whatever is the fine products are being produced, they are being distributed again through the MSME sector all the way to the consumer. So MSMEs are the bridge between the corporate world and the consumers and the farmers. So farmers produce things, they come to the through the MSME sector all the way up, becoming value add to the corporates. The corporates produce the finest final goods, and they again go back through the MSME sector. So MSME sector is a very, very important sector for any, and India has plenty of it. Now, why they are not able to grow? Why the micro is not becoming small, small is not becoming medium, and medium is not becoming large. That's the key challenge here. I don't think so. India is very conducive from the initial entrepreneurship. It's easy to set up businesses here in India. Most people say it's difficult to do business. Yes, it is difficult to do business, but it's easy to set up. Initial, you don't have to have hundreds of licenses to begin a business here in India, and for a small, micro and small businesses. But it's difficult to grow a business here in India. Why they are difficult? As you grow, there are multiple set of laws and they start to become applicable to you, or you start to come to know about them as you become slightly bigger. And at some point of time, the laws are framed in such a manner that they only end up giving some discount or some leeway as long as you are small. Now, as an MSME sector, he gets caught into two things. One, that too many of these laws to be followed to become a medium size or a large size. The second is the rebate oblique discount oblique whatever is available, schemes are available, they are available for small turnovers. So they end up creating multiple units. The same as MSME end up creating multiple units. And in that whole process, they fall into that vicious circle of not being able to concentrate and grow. So I guess from the government side, I would say simplification of the rules and laws. It's not about taxes, it's not about the levies, it's about the number of laws, number of filings, number of returns, number of, they are more disturbing for an MSME because he does not have a full-fledged marketing team or a full-fledged legal team or a full-fledged finance team to handle all these kind of complexities as the large corporates would have. Even large corporates are finding it difficult, doing business is difficult here in India. So one is simplification. Second, if I see a big improvement has happened in India in terms of telecommunication sector. I think Indian telecom sector is an example to be followed by many in the world. It's one of the cheapest telephone call, public all that. So there's a great benefit to the MSME sector. When I say telecom, I also include telecom plus internet plus any kind of a communication. The third one, which is very important, but has had a choppy ride, in terms of roads and ports and airports. So some of it has worked very well, some of it has not. Some periods it has worked very well. So during the golden quadrilateral period when it began, Suddenly, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, when it began very well. But then it just, so some airports are very good, some airports are still in the offing, some airports are, some water ports, seaports are very good. So there is some progress happening. But the progress which is not happening at all in one sector, that is power sector. The electricity availability in India is probably the poorest in the world. I don't know even if Somalia oblique Chad oblique Ethiopia. I don't know. I have not seen worse or heard a worst power sector anywhere in the world than India. Where I come from, Nagpara district, Bahraich in UP, for 25 years we have not had more than 12 hours of electricity. So the 12 hours, half the day electricity is not there, and that 12 hours is only theoretical. You actually get whatever practical you get. Electricity is a big issue. So whereas the telecom has actually survived. Imagine people having mobile phones in their hand have to go 10 kilometers to do the charging of the mobile, or have to apply a solar panel to do the charging of the mobile. It's a very contradictory or a virodhabhas ho gaya. I don't know what is the English word for that. So it's a,
Excellent enough, sir. Basically, you are summarizing the entire challenge. Like, we do have a fantastic digital connectivity, rather, and then it's fair enough regulatory ecosystem, but that needs to be worked upon further. And physical connectivity, you are saying a lot needs to be done, but then power is abysmal. Like, it's a failure on that front. Now, coming to the next question, like in the last decade, we just witnessed like UP alone in 96 engineering colleges, and today we are sitting on the count of 750 plus. So this advent of this new age engineering talent, which is flooding the market, but without finding much gainful employment across. So how can the MSME sector can leverage this huge influx of technically qualified? The quality might be a question here and there, with a bit of training it can come across. How can the MSME leverage, like in, you just commented that they don't have a marketing team, they don't have a technical team, they don't have that kind of other support. So how can the MSMEs leverage this huge influx of...
so the second best thing that has happened over the last 10, 15, 20 years since post-Indira Gandhi regime, okay, when there was too many regional parties and then sometimes somebody is in power, sometimes somebody is in power, they ended up opening the education sector. That's the most beautiful thing that has happened to this country, and will have a far-reaching impact going forward. Earlier, I remember when I joined the engineering college in UP, there were 6 engineering colleges, 7, and total admissions that used to happen was like some 1400, 1500 odd admissions. 1400, 1500 admissions out of some 5 lakh applicants. That's like criminal. Now at least, as you rightly said, the quality may be some place good, not so good. But the good part is that there are at least 10,000 odd seats in UP alone. Now if your son or daughter, even
it's
if
1 lakh plus. We do have across the country 14.54 lakh engineering seats.
Very good. 14.5
lakh has 1 lakh plus.
1 lakh seats. 1 lakh plus seats. What is happening is that now if you want to become engineer, it's no longer a game of. It's become a right. If you want to become engineer, it's your right, and you can become engineer. It's not. Nobody's gonna stop you from becoming an engineer. How good or how bad is a different question altogether. So as you can go to any high school, government college and get admitted to get your high school degree or get your 12th class degree, you can go and get an engineering degree. That's the beautiful thing that has happened. And I would tell you, IndiaMart is a live example of how we as an MSME, so I started from my home with this one person or so. Okay, we have leveraged this whole, cheaper MBA or cheaper engineers to reach all the way here. Even now, we regularly hire from across the board engineering colleges, across the board MBA institutes, sales and marketing people and technology people. Yes, they may not be as good as you coming from IIT, but they are not as bad as
This is generally professed like by the
as
industry
is
body.
generally professed. So they are good people, but sometimes in India there is a problem. Most people are being judged by their English speaking or writing abilities, which has nothing to do with engineering abilities or marketing abilities. Engineering and marketing abilities are not dependent on English. In fact, sector, India as a country as a whole, that this education sector has been opened, and I think it should, without worrying that what would happen to my students, we should open more and more. Let the glut happen of engineering colleges. Engineering colleges should fight amongst each other to get one student and improve their quality of education. That's the only way to improve the quality of education. I do not think by restricting only to 7 IITs we are doing any good to India. All those 7 IITs, 70% of those 7 IITs are living in Chicago and other places. But anyway, not helping India. So doesn't matter. So I think it's important to have many engineering colleges, many more. So 14 lakhs, I would say why not 45 lakhs? And let these colleges fight, die, become a sarai. If they cannot survive, do whatever it. Government should keep opening, keep giving licenses for these colleges, so that the basic fear about the government was, while opening up the education sector, was that private people will fleece the student. If there is a glut of private people, the students will start to fleece the private people. So the basic fear is gone. So I think that's very good. MSME sector is well poised to take advantage of all that.
So what all is happening? Like we are not seeing much, like as you rightly said, being a leader in the MSME space, like in some of the aggregator of so many MSMEs. What is actually happening? Are the MSME recruiting these engineers or MBAs?
Started to, I would say no, not yet. Started to.
Okay. What have been the reasons? Like why are they scared or why are they not?
Very simple. MSMEs don't afford people with 25,000, 50,000, 1 lakh रुपए महीने की तनख्वाह. So they can get people at 5,000, 8,000 at the minimum around salary wages. They don't need. And in most other cases, and now with the glut of students coming out of engineering college, coming out of MBA colleges, I think they are now able to get people at 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. They have started to hire. See, you will not see that change happening
all of a sudden.
All of a sudden. Actually, अभी तो ICICI बैंक का पेट नहीं भरा है, अभी तो BFSI सेक्टर का पेट नहीं भरा है, तो BPO sector is still hiring people. So BPO sector is consuming lots of educated people. IT sector is consuming lots of educated people. BFSI sector is consuming lots of educated. Now retail is consuming. In the meantime, construction was consuming lots.
But interestingly, we in our recently concluding recruiters conclave, there was a statistics which was revealed that out of the 10 lakh odd engineers coming out of the colleges, only 2.4 lakhs are being absorbed by this organized BFSI, IT, telecom and others. And in fact, somewhere the rest of the 6 lakh or 8 lakh odd students who are left out. Now there was a huge debate between NASSCOM and AICT, like on the employability side of it. So there is still a huge talent pool, and the repercussions which are happening is that the seats are not getting filled in the market. Like, since MSME is not coming on the forefront as a leader in absorbing the engineering talent, so on the backside of it.
तो फीस कम कर देना, क्यों 5 लाख रुपए लेते हैं? जैसे ग्रेजुएट कॉलेज लेते 50,000 रुपए फीस, उतनी फीस लेना।
Okay,
और
that
अच्छा
will be a
पढ़ाए।
market course correction
हाँ,
over there.
हो रहा है।
Fair enough.
See, अभी आपने ये कहाँ सुनना शुरू किया है? You know, we have not heard इंजीनियर बेरोजगार इंजीनियर और बेरोजगार एमबीए भी आपने कहाँ सुना? I don't know if you remember the 70s. Most of the films were made that now you are out of college with a BCom degree or a BA degree, especially the BA degree, and you don't have a job, and you cannot get a job with a BA degree. You are still not hearing, I am holding an engineering degree and I am not getting any job. You are getting job. You may not be getting job
at that level.
Yeah, what you spend, you spend 4 lakh rupees at the engineering college, you may not be getting a job at 40,000 rupees a month. You're still getting job. You're getting a job at 40,000 rupees a month.
So you mean to suggest that that course correction is going to happen in the near future, and MSME will certainly leverage that opportunity and hiring that talent.
I'm pretty optimistic about that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that would happen, but I'm pretty optimistic.
So do you feel like is there a need of an organized effort or a kind of a campaign or something like that where MSME can come as a credible recruiter of engineering talent pool in the country?
I think it's a educational, it's a awareness issue also. That MSME mindset is that we cannot afford engineers and MBAs. MSME mindset is that we cannot afford engineers and MBAs. These colleges should market that engineers and MBAs are available at 10 to 20,000 rupees a month salary, and they are better than your चौकीदार का बेटा ऑब्लिक मामा का भतीजा. So it's okay. So the professional people, I mean, it's awareness issue. It is awareness issue. I tell you, I don't go to IIMs and IITs fearing that we may not be able to afford. But as the awareness came to us, they came and said, "नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं आ पाई है." Now we are going there and we are supporting them. It's just the matter of shyness.
So being an engineer from one of the most prestigious institutions of the country, like how do you see the shift in the mindsets and attitudes of the young engineers emerging from the colleges today? Like what are the key traits do you see which are missing? There is a generational shift like which are missing from their worldview these days. What was at your time and those early stages of liberalization?
Yes, so that has definitely happened. When see in those times when it was very difficult to get into those prime engineering colleges or at least a few percentage of those people were not getting in those colleges just कि हमें कॉलेज से बाहर निकलना है, जॉब करनी है, जॉब मिल जाएगी तो जिंदगी चल जाएगी. I think because they were really talented people, top 1% of the or top 0.5% of the population, they had the bigger ambition to go out and change the world, to set up something new, to think out of the box. ऐसा क्यों होता है? बदलना चाहिए. There were those kind of people. But now with the so many colleges, it's difficult to find those in that same percentage of engineers. So earlier, 1 in every 100 engineers would probably set up a great engineering marble company. Now it will happen 1 in every 10,000 or 1 in every 1,000. So that because the other 9,000 are purely interested in their normal day-to-day jobs, normal day-to-day. So there has been a difference, but the entrepreneurship has also caught on very well. 20-30 years back, doing a business was considered to be जिसका काम है उसी को करने दो भाई. But I think nowadays you see many people jumping into business, many educated people after 4-5 years, 10 years of job, corporate life, they are jumping into business. There are some kind of a venture capital, some kind of angel investment started to happen in the country. Even if not angel investment or venture capital, there's enough for being a good engineer or a good MBA. If you work in some large corporates, you can earn and save enough money. See, earlier the salaries were not that great. You know, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 5 lakh ऐसी सैलरियाँ नहीं होती थी. 5 लाख 10,000, 5,000, 20,000 ऐसी सैलरी होती. There was hardly enough to save and hardly enough to run your day-to-day activities. Today there are possibilities where you are able to save money and then do entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship has become easier, has become less capital intensive as well. You know, earlier the services kind of businesses did not exist. Today 60% of our GDP comes from services, something like 57%. You know, services businesses are typically low on capital. They do not require enough capital. So I think it is doing well. People are saying more the merrier. I guess the predominant gap is that basic English finish.
Okay.
If those 4 years of engineering, they can have a great English polishing, you know, communication, English and communication skill set. I think 50-60% of the skill gap, you know, skill employability gap would be over. 50-60%. Because then suddenly the sales and marketing
will take off.
वो पूरा खुल जाएगा.
Correct.
Sales and marketing. So I guess the 50% of the gap is English gap, and 50% could be engineering gap, or could be financial analytics gap, or you know, if you are in MBA or if you are.
I think this is a path-breaking revelation from you. In fact, we have been attending all these conferences and they have been having all these neck tags and all kind of employability testing metrics and all.
नहीं कुछ नहीं है उसमें ना. I think वो टेस्टिंग मैट्रिक्स का प्रॉब्लम है कि उसको इंग्लिश ही नहीं समझ में आए.
Got it.
So either I could not understand, or I could not express, or even if I understood, I can express it in written. I cannot express it verbally.
So basically, what you are suggesting is that the English education which brought in the Indian Renaissance in the 19th century, if that English education is furthered with these engineering people, this employability challenge is no way.
I mean 50% कम हो जाएगा. So I'm saying just.
And the rest of it, as you are saying, its comprehension will improve upon, because उसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा वो किताब में लिखा गया है.
क्योंकि and there's a basic problem ना. हम दिन भर बातें कर रहे हैं दोस्तों के साथ हिंदी में या तमिल में. हम पिक्चर देख रहे हैं तमिल में. हम गाने सुन रहे हैं तमिल में. हम मम्मी से बात करते हैं तमिल में. ऑफिस में आकर के भी सारी बातें करते हैं हिंदी में. बस सिर्फ अपने मैनेजर या अपने कस्टमर के सामने या 4 लाइनें इंग्लिश लिखनी हो तब इंग्लिश में. So obviously we are only spending that 20% of our time with English and 80% of our time with our local language. Now that 20% of the time is obviously weak, and that's the most important piece, because our whole employability is dependent on. So if we just brush up on that much, 50% skill gap कम हो जाएगा.
Sir, why has it been so that it has not been brought out so clearly at all these forums?
Small items, you know, चरखा काटने से आज़ादी थोड़ी ना मिल जाती है. किसने सोचा चरखा काटने से आज़ादी मिल जाती है? See, Nehru also didn't think कि चरखा काटने से आज़ादी मिल जाती है. Most others तो almost तो दूसरी पार्टी बना ली. पर मिलती है ना.
But one other viewpoint which is coming across from the other stakeholders, like this employability skill deficit stuff, skilled नहीं है, तो हम we can hire them at a low cost, and then we can train them.
Do you really buy that? Do you really buy that? When see, if there are enough opportunities, people will hire those same people at whatever net-breaking cost they can. If there is not enough opportunities, not enough jobs, this will not happen. I don't think anybody can manage job index or job price. Job price is being managed. It's not a China, or it's not. It's a free economy. एक दिन भी आप दूसरी ऐसी जगह काम नहीं करोगे जहाँ आपको दूसरी जगह से 20% हाँ कम मिलता. 20% तक तो आप मान लोगे. 20 से ऊपर 21.
But is it an industry level arbitrage somewhere, like IT industry probably, or the
Oh,
mid cap companies?
yes.
So they create a kind of a maybe a strong platform where it keeps on harping the same tone. The 2004 index of McKinsey is still continuing in 2013. That 1 out of 4 engineers is employable. So how will you react on that, having employing so many engineers yourself?
So you are right. Actually, the employability is little bad, but also by which people, uh, by Infosys and TCS only, by by IBM and Microsoft only, or Oracle only. Uh, they are not the end of. They are not the biggest employment generators. The biggest employment generator is medium enterprises, small medium enterprises. They are one of the biggest. They are not the biggest, the only employment generator. So I would say that we can keep on talking on that side. I don't smell that by saying that people are bad, we will be able to hire people at lower salary. I do not think that argument at all is true. Or I do not think that similar argument that by having a better quality of education, we would have better employability. If there are no jobs, you will not be able to employ them.
Friends.
So the jobs have to be there, the people have to be there, and then the ecosystem will work. And today, at 2010, so maybe 1 or 2 years could be in between bad. But I mean, since 2003 or 4, continuously both sides have grown. The number of people employed and the number of engineers or MBAs coming out of the college, they have grown consistently. And so is the whole Indian GDP has grown, so is the whole Indian living standard has grown. So I don't think there is any problem on that side.
So just one last question, like as a leader who has brought the lakhs of MSMEs on a single platform, and having been seen the entire Indian growth story unfurl, like how do you envision this this bridging of this gap of this huge engineering talent pool and its absorption in the, at least in the MSME industry? What kind of leadership role would IndiaMart would like to have in times to come?
So yes, I mean we did take some little bit initiatives. We started a job portal, or we supported a job portal which is only a SME job portal.
Okay.
Called charisma.in. So their job portal is mainly SME job portal.
Okay.
You don't get only large corporates advertising jobs. So there are SME jobs. There are I know some of my friends, or they are doing some telephone-based, internet-based job portal, which is for semi-skilled, ITI kind of semi-skilled people's job portal on the phone. So these things are now evolving. MSMEs have started to understand the importance of this and the usage of this and the ease of this. Earlier, it was not ease. Second, it was expensive. Third, it is really important. I think now MSMEs have started to understand a little bit of that. MSMEs themselves were having this challenge of English oblique communication. Lots of whether it is Marwadi or the MSMEs, whether it is Reddy, whether it is Punjabi, or whether it is Gujarati, they were all working in their own local language and all that. Now they themselves are migrating to computers, they themselves are migrating to internet, they themselves are dealing with emails and all that. They themselves are, their own talent requirement is now changing from a local mama ka bhatija, chautikar ka beta, to little English, little engineering savvy. And so all that will happen, I think we are just getting a little impatient on that side. We should rather focus on more engineering college, let them figure out why their students are not employable, and if they do not get students, that's good. The students will find job if the jobs are available in the market. If there are no jobs, no job. Because if there are jobs, I will go ahead, hire people, train them at my cost, do whatever it takes. Okay. But yes, of course, there is a problem of better education, because we have been comparing the newer recruits with respect to the IITs or with respect to the IIMs. Obviously, there is a gap, because these are not the same top 1% of the society. They are probably top 20% of the society, and they are coming from different backgrounds, different schools, colleges. So, but English, little bit English finish, all 4 years of English, speaking, English, a different way of tackling English. Some innovation on that side can actually change perception by a huge margin, because our students are bright, they are entrepreneurial, काफ़ी मेहनती भी होते हैं हमारे यहाँ के बच्चे, मतलब इंडिया के. So I do not think all that matters. उनको रात भर में कुछ पढ़ के सुबह एग्जीक्यूट करना हो तो भी कर देते हैं. So the gap is as low as 12 hours.
I think that's a great morale booster and a great hope which you have put across.
किसी इंजीनियर को रख बोल दो कि सुबह ये करके देना है, उसने कभी देखा भी नहीं हो, तो उसको बता दो ये किताब पढ़ो, सुबह तक करना है यार, रात तक में पढ़ के सुबह कर देगा, जैसे तैसे भी कर देगा. अभी वो केवल 12 घंटे का गैप है या 24 घंटे का गैप है, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं है वो. हाँ, वो इंग्लिश वहीं पे उसके पसीने से सब आ जाते हैं, हाथ में पसीना, पैर में पसीना, मुंह पे भी.
I think that is excellent, and that's really path breaking, that this real skill gap is just 12 hours away. But the only challenge what Mr. Dinesh Agarwal has been suggesting, and it's really path breaking, which all the leaders in the regulatory space should understand, that it is the innovative way of learning English, their command over English, which will really resolve a majority of the problem of employment.
And not even command, some basic comfort. Just basic comfort. I don't have command. I hardly have any vocabulary. I just got comfortable with English, and I'm able to manage all my business, all my relationships. Just being comfortable. मेरा डर निकल गया, बस इतनी बात है. मुझे अब शर्म नहीं आती, मैं बीच में आधे हिंदी बोल देता हूँ, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. It's okay. I'm able to manage my basics. It's okay. That much. You don't even have to have command. जितनी आपको कमांड है वो, so just basic expression, basic. ठीक है.
Thanks a lot, sir, for all the insights.